omega-3s with DHA and EPA, fatty acids that promote good brain and heart health. So reduce omega-6 in your nutritional plan and boost omega-3s to get back in balance.
To help you do that, BioRenovations offers two products, the Fish Oil Complex and Omega-369, both formulated for your health and well-being. So how do you choose? For highest levels of DHA and EPA, choose the Fish Oil Complex. For a balanced formula, choose the 369. Give us a call at 888-442-1828 or go online at BioRenovations.net. Check out the auto ship program for additional savings. I'm Cindy Becker for Your Health at a Glance. Each year, more than 76 million Americans contract food poisoning. Most cases are caused by tainted fruits and vegetables, especially contaminated leafy lettuce. But poultry causes the most food poisoning-related deaths. To prevent food poisoning, follow these simple rules. Thoroughly wash all fruits and vegetables. When preparing any kind of meat, wash your hands, utensils, and work area before preparing any other food. Cook thoroughly chicken and ground meat. Store leftovers in the refrigerator immediately. Look for expiration dates when you shop. If you use reusable grocery totes, wash them periodically. And finally, use spices such as garlic and oregano to inhibit the growth of bacteria that cause food poisoning. Good safety lowers your risk significantly of getting sick. For Your Health at a Glance, I'm Cindy Becker.
For centuries, the herb Astragalus has been a staple of traditional Chinese medicine. It's used to create a strong shield, protecting the immune system.
Astragalus is also used to support healthy heart and lung function.
There's even more. Astragalus helps to calm total body inflammation, a common cause of pain and chronic illness.
All of that without the use of medication.
That's right. Support your health the way nature intended with Astragalus root.
BioRenovations brings you Dr. Becker's BioNutrients Astragalus root extract. BioRenovations is the affordable source that you can trust for all your vitamin and supplement needs. Give us a call at 888-442-1828 or order online at BioRenovations.net and see what Astragalus can do for your health. That number once again is 888-442-1828. Call today. We're back, everyone, having a fascinating discussion on essential oils, and I'm very, very excited to bring to you now BioRenovations has its own line called Reprieve essential oils. These are pure essences. Pure essential oils, organically sourced when possible. If not, the purest that there is. Fantastic. We have a complete array. We'll get into that later, but I don't want you to miss it today. You need to call in because the prices are fantastic. So, Richard, we've talked a lot about the oils. We understand how they work, and that was fantastic. That whole description about how the olfactory bulb works, that really makes sense. And I know everyone is going to really understand it now. So how do we take advantage of these? How do we use them?
Well, a diffuser is often used. It's like a vaporizer kind of sorts. You put the pure essential oil right into the diffuser, and it aerosolizes into the room. This leads to the direct stimulation of the brain and all those connections we talked about, but it also goes into the lungs, the airway, and there are true physiologic reactions. See, the lung is not just about gas exchange. It plays a major role in our immunity and in our hormone system, so we have a direct effect there as well. We can also apply the essential oils to our skin with some cavities here. This is a very effective way to use essential oil, and it is safe as long as the essential oil is diluted by a carrier oil. Let me repeat that. Applying essential oils to the skin is safe as long as you dilute it in a carrier oil and you protect the essential oil from oxidation, degradation. Some of the oils, when they oxidize, if they're allowed to go rancid, they can make you sensitive to the sun, or they can cause a contact dermatitis. We don't want that. Keep them fresh. Keep them cool. Keep the bottle tightly sealed so they do not oxidize. You won't have a problem with that. A 1 to 5% essential oil in carrier solution, 1 to 5%, is almost always safe. And let me remind everybody, there are no extremely toxic essential oils. There are a few, not of the common ones, that you need to be careful with. We're not talking about any of those today. As we progress in our essential oil study, we will talk about some of those because they perform functions that many of you can benefit as long as you know the rules to keep it safe. Does that make sense? I want to be clear. What we're talking about today is generally regarded as safe and just about anybody can use. Now, the next way to use essential oils is through oral consumption. Yes, drinking them. Caution. This isn't excessive in ancient practice. It's been done for thousands of years. And we do it today, and you may not realize it. Anytime you drink a Sprite, a 7-Up, a flavored cola, you're drinking essential oils. But it's a very small amount, and they must be greatly diluted. There are some 400 different essential oils, and remember, they're very concentrated. And please be advised of the concept of the dose makes the poison. And I want to be clear about this. Essential oils are highly concentrated. 5,000 pounds of rose petals, 2 pounds of essential oil. Some plants have toxic substances in them. If we concentrate them too much, our bodies can't handle that. So, the dose makes the poison. Let me give you an example. If I take my blood pressure pill, for example, say that's 10 milligrams. I take the 10 milligrams, it controls my blood pressure. I'm fine. I have no side effects. But if I take 5 grams, thousands of times that dose, it becomes a poison. I could die from that. Makes sense. The dose makes the poison. Since essential oils are so concentrated, and since some of them can cause drug interactions and toxic effects in some people, I advise you not to use essential oils orally, internally, without the help of a physician or a skilled practitioner who knows how to use essential oils. You can do it, but get the expert advice so you don't have problems. So you use the safe ones at doses that are not toxic. I hope that makes sense, and I hope it does not dissuade anyone from using an essential oil in their diffuser or on the skin, because that is almost always entirely safe for everyone. Make sense to me? I want to know, because
Absolutely.
We need to know the truth about this, and that's as close to the truth as I can say with my feeble mind. Okay, so that's the rules on that. Next, how do the essential oils permeate the skin? Well, the fat lipid content of the oil goes right into the bilayer of the cell, into the inner workings of the cell where it has its action. This happens on the skin. It happens in the nose. That's how you stimulate the olfactory bulb. It also occurs into the lungs and throughout the body as you use them. Scientists have studied it and explained it very thoroughly. Now, what is it when they say it's neat? What does neat mean?
Neat means that you use it straight on the skin.
Pure essential oil with no
dilution, putting it right on the skin.
I'd be careful with that.
Right.
It's best to dilute it. Now, you use the pure essential oil in the diffuser. Why do we do that?
Because the oil molecule will clog up your diffuser and you will not be happy.
Yeah, the carrier oil, like the fractionated coconut or jojoba, it doesn't aerosolize as well, so it stays behind and plugs up. So we use the neat in the diffuser. That makes sense. That's not hard to understand. What are our best carrier oils? Cindy, you have found?
I really like organic jojoba oil and fractionated coconut oil, of which fractionated coconut oil is my favorite.
Yes.
It's really great. It doesn't clog your pores. It works really well. But you know which one I like even better?
What?
Our own BioNutrients flaxseed oil.
It's tremendous.
That one works amazing as a carrier oil as well.
Haven't you noticed that when you choose the right carrier oil, it amplifies the power?
You know, it does. It really does. Especially for any of your pains when we get to our type. When we start talking about the pain blends, that flaxseed oil is just tremendous.
Now, I mentioned before the break, real quickly, let's do this, a 1 to 5% solution of essential oil and carrier oil is almost always safe for our common essential oils. How do we do that? Start with 1 ounce of carrier oil, that's 30 cc's or 2 tablespoons, 1 ounce. If you add 1 drop of essential oil, that's a 0.1% solution. 10 drops is a 1% solution. 20 drops is 2%. Are you getting the pattern? 30 drops is 3%. 40 drops, 4%. 50 drops is 5%. Now, drop size does vary, but this is an average. So 10 drops is 1%, 50 drops is 5%, and you can correlate in between. Stay between 1 and 5% on your carrier oil, essential oil solution, and you'll be safe and fine for skin use. Let's go to our break. We'll be back with more.
Do you believe that nature holds the answer to your health needs? Are you looking for a supplement that's simple and pure, yet really works?
If you're looking for nature's answer to better health, look to Aloha Noni Juice. It's pure and fresh, just like nature intended. Aloha Noni Juice is brought to you direct from the islands of Polynesia.
Aloha Noni Juice is 100% pure with no added sugar or sweet fruit fillers. It's the perfect addition to your low-sugar diet.
Aloha Noni Juice drinkers will tell you their vitality, energy, and sense of well-being have improved, along with relief from many painful conditions. Made by nature, proven by science, Aloha Noni Juice contains only nature's best.
And now you can enjoy the benefits of our new 100% certified organic Noni Juice.
Order online or call 888-442-1828 and let BioRenovations assist you in making the right choices for better health. Ask about the auto ship program for additional savings.
Here is our hope for you today. I'm Cindy Becker. When we struggle with disease and painful health conditions, we can become overwhelmed with negative thoughts. We may even develop depression. The Apostle Paul offered guidelines to help us preserve a positive attitude during times of trouble. He wrote in Philippians 4, verse 8, "Whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things." Thinking positive thoughts is the first step toward overcoming worry, even depression. Proverbs 17, verse 22 reminds us, "A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones." Remember these words of wisdom as you face your health challenges. I'm Cindy Becker. This is our hope for you today.
Have you heard about the health-promoting power of medicinal mushrooms? These remarkable mushrooms include maitake, shiitake, reishi, and ABM. The medicinal mushrooms contain beta-glucans, compounds that promote healthy immune function while helping to coordinate multiple body systems.
BioRenovations brings you Dr. Becker's Bionutrient Mushroom Complex with maitake, shiitake, reishi, and ABM in one convenient product.
Our mushroom complex features the safest and most powerful medicinal mushrooms available, providing natural support for a variety of health conditions.
BioRenovations is the affordable source that you can trust for all your vitamin and supplement needs. So give us a call at 888-442-1828 or order online at BioRenovations.net. Be sure to ask about the auto ship program for additional savings.
We're back, everyone. Today we're introducing BioRenovations Reprieve essential oils. These are 100% pure essential oils, organically sourced where possible, if not the utmost purity. So this is a fantastic day. And you've got to call in today because the best prices you're going to find anywhere. So Richard, we've covered a lot of materials, but let's talk now about who could benefit from adding essential oils to their plants.
You know, just about anyone can benefit from essential oils' therapeutic potential. If you have pain from virtually any source, inflammation, swelling from any source, any of the arthritis, you know, this joint pain, it's getting old in percentages, folks. Do we just sit at home and suffer? No, do these things and re-engage in life. Every little thing you do will make a difference with these arthritis and joint pain. Headaches, stress, anxiety, depression, and mood support. Lift yourself up. This really does work, and it works quickly. It's impressive. Infections and immune stimulation. You know, you come down with the flu, put in your diffuser. If somebody in the family has an infection, do a little preventive diffuser and spray a little on your hands to help disinfect. purification, digestion and indigestion, intestinal problems, everything from irritable bowel all the way up to inflammatory bowel disease, you can find some relief and assistance with essential oils. Cardiovascular disease, we have studies now that show you can actually lower blood pressure and stress on the heart with diffusing essential oil. Isn't that impressive? Lower the blood pressure. You can lower elevated cholesterol. You know which one does this? Bergamot. Like they use in Earl Grey tea. Diffuse the bergamot. It helps to lower cholesterol. It's amazing. We'll talk more about that stuff as we go down the road. A wide variety of cancers, and folks, keep in mind, it's not just support of the cancer patient. There is many proven anti-cancer benefits to plants. We talk about this on this program all the time. Skin and hair conditions, anti-aging, bug bites, much, much more. All the way from the very elderly down to small children, even infants. I would not put essential oils on the face of a child. Put it on the feet of the child, and you're going to be good there. I mean, I'll never forget the time when your mother broke her hip, remember? And she was at the hospital, and she was having such pain. And, of course, that bothers us because we live in the world of relieving suffering. And Cindy brought out her concoctions of essential oils, went in there, put a little dab on the thigh and on her wrist, and your mother fell asleep within 30 minutes, woke up a couple hours later and said, boy, I feel better. What'd you do? And you said,
well, not only that, she stood up.
She stood up.
That was just amazing. The physical therapist came in and was just astonished. She was able to stand. You know, they want to get them moving quickly after a hip surgery. Her pain was unbearable. It was just really unbearable.
Yeah, it's very painful.
And,
but it helped.
It helped. It helped tremendously.
It really does.
Right.
Isn't that amazing?
And the hospital room smelled wonderfully.
It smelled better. Much better. Much better. Now, you have something very special developed for the folks. Tell us about what you prepared for them.
Well, how do you know one of the first questions is going to be, where do I start? There's so much to this, and it can be confusing. And I think something to remember is not be afraid of it. You just kind of dive in, but you still need a place to start that's reasonable for you. So we've put together a starter package, if you will, a starter kit, which I think this is really a great, great place for people to start. It's comprised of 5 blends and 5 single oils. These are all pure oils. So these are not to be used directly on the skin. You do want to use a carrier oil should you whip any of these, whether it be a blend or a single.
But that makes it cost-effective.
It makes it cost-effective.
A little goes a long way.
A little goes a long way. So we can use our straight oil, whether it's a blend or a single, in a diffuser, or you can use it with a carrier oil, dilute a little bit. I put a few drops of carrier in the palm of my hand. I'll add my blend to it, apply it directly to my wrist, or maybe to aching knee, maybe my temples if I have a headache, etc. Or, alternatively, I'll take that oil or that blend, and I will diffuse it, and that just makes the whole room smell good, and it gives everyone the benefit. So, what is in our starter kit? This is amazing. So let's do the blend first. We have what we call a cleanse blend. This one's amazing. A lot of you who are familiar with oils will be very familiar with one called Seeds that's sold all across the country. That's that one, you know, the story of the thieves during the bubonic plague era who would rub these oils or put these plants around their neck to keep themselves from getting sick while they went and robbed the poor. Anyway, I know time is short to go into the elements of each one, but that's what we are calling cleanse. It's fantastic. Then we have one defense. What is defense? That's for immunity. And immunity, it works. I'll take and make a little hydrosol in a small little atomizer, and I'll spray my airline seat when I go sit on the plane.
That's a good idea.
And now I don't get sick when I fly anymore. That's defense. Then focus. Focus is my favorite. We actually had that going this morning in the restroom of our house while we were getting ready for the show.
That was perked up. When you put that on, I perked up and said, let's go.
I know. And look what a fantastic show you've made. That's the focus. The focus is one of our favorites at the office as well. We'll put that on in the customer service center in the morning. Girls love it. Love it. Then we have relief. Because you know why? Everyone has pain. This is inspired by the blend that I made for my mother when she broke her hip in the hospital. And last but not least is rest. which will help you sleep. This one is really amazing. Of course, it's going to feature lavender, marjoram, and palo santo, and bergamot, which really just helps you put that down and go to sleep. And stay asleep through the night. And then you wake up refreshed. Where sleeping pills, you wake up groggy.
And then you need another one the next
night. And then we've got the 5 singles in this kit: bergamot, geranium, eucalyptus, lavender, and of course the sacred frankincense.
You know, the frankincense lifts your energy throughout.
It does.
It's an amazing substance, isn't it?
And of course then we have the fractionated coconut oil for the carrier oil. I want you to have that. I realize that a lot of people will tell you that you can use various oils straight on the skin. And I mean, it's true with certain types, whatever you might. We just don't want you to. We want you to dilute it. We think it will work better for you. Then you don't have to worry about this bottle is neat, this one is not. Don't even worry about it. Just always dilute. That's what I do, and I find it works really well.
Seal them up tight, keep them out of the sun. They last a long time.
Right.
Well, let's go to our break. We'll return for our closing remarks. We'll be right back. There are thousands of fungal species, and at least 200 of them have been found to cause human diseases.
Fungal infections are common, so what can we do to protect ourselves?
One solution is oregano, a natural alternative. Oregano fights problems created by fungus and yeast overgrowth, and it improves many other health conditions.
At BioRenovations, we offer oregano in gel caps and liquid extract.
Yeast and fungal disorders can improve.
So take charge of your health by choosing a natural alternative such as oregano gel caps or oil of oregano liquid extract. Give us a call at 888-442-1828 or go online at BioRenovations.net. Check out our ownership program for additional savings.
I'm Dr. Richard Becker for Your Health at a Glance. Do you have a family history of a certain disease? Scientists are discovering that our genetic code plays a smaller role than previously believed. Only about 20% of disease is tied to our innate genetic code. So what determines the other 80%? The answer may lie in the emerging field of epigenetics. What is it? Epigenetics is a group of changing factors responsible for both how our genes are read and how they are then applied throughout the rest of the body. And this may explain why identical twins with identical genes can have different health problems. Researchers believe 2 of the main factors in epigenetics are nutrition and environmental exposure to toxins. So eat a healthy diet, reduce toxin exposure, and you may improve your own epigenetics. For Your Health at a Glance, I'm Dr. Richard Becker. Vitamin D deficiency is at epidemic levels in the United States. Chances are you aren't getting enough of this essential nutrient. Vitamin D is one of the most important molecules in the human body. It's required for the proper function of nearly 4,000 genes and 1,000 metabolic chemical reactions.
BioRenovations brings you Dr. Becker's BioNutrients Vitamin D3. Now, supplementing with vitamin D is safe and affordable.
Studies show that vitamin D deficiency can lead to poor immune function, depression, cardiovascular disease, bone disease, diabetes, cancer, and much more. Starting supplementing vitamin D today for better health tomorrow.
BioRenovations is the affordable source that you can trust for all your vitamin and supplement needs. So give us a call at 888-442-1828 or order online at BioRenovations.net. Be sure to ask about the ownership program for additional savings. Your Health is brought to you by BioRenovations, trusted products for your health and well-being. We're back, everyone. Just a quick reminder, we have the Reprieve Essential Oils, fantastic at a great price. Don't miss out on that one. I want to review with you what's in that starter kit. This is amazing. 5 blends, 5 singles, and a carrier oil. Cleanse, defense, focus, relief, and rest. We all need to rest, don't we? And the single oils, bergamot, geranium, smells amazing. Eucalyptus, lavender, and frankincense all have fantastic health benefits. Now, we also have quite a few other blends. We don't have time to go through how each of them work, but these are amazing. Balance for women. Don't miss that one with clary sage. Headache relief, mood for energy, tranquility if you just want to have a nice, tranquil environment. Unwind to help you relax, vitality for energy, and then we also have the fractionated coconut oil. You don't want to miss that one. The single oils, Richard, these are amazing. Peppermint. Peppermint's amazing. Lemon, like you said, the #1 used worldwide.
Yeah.
Lavender, eucalyptus. Cloves, we all need cloves when we have a toothache, don't we? Marjoram is great for relaxing. Ylang-ylang, make your own perfumes and scents at home with ylang-ylang. Bergamot, geranium, grapefruit, rosemary, sweet orange, frankincense, and tea tree. These are all the singles. So we have a wide variety.
So you could take these single pure essential oils and experiment and make your own combinations to diffuse in your room based on whatever your personal needs are.
Right.
And that's okay to do.
Have some fun with it. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes, sir.
And then we can take these essential oils, the pure essential oil, mix it in the carrier oil and apply to the skin.
Right.
And that's
Just
okay.
a small spot.
Just a small spot.
Inner wrist work, temples.
Yes.
Maybe your low back if you're having a backache, maybe your knee if you have a joint pain somewhere on your body, or the back of your neck is really good if you need something to help you sleep.
You know, Cindy, I have to compliment you. You have gone above and beyond. She has worked on this literally for years because she wanted to get it right the first time. And honey, you really have. I'm so proud of you.
That's right. And they're organically sourced. That's what's really, really amazing.
Yeah, and that's so easy to find.
No, it has taken a lot, but it's really interesting to go around the world.
Yes, it is.
From my desk, that is.
Well, folks, the essential oils have an ancient history of safe use. Incorporate them into your health. See you tomorrow, folks. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.